Hey there, today we're going to be taking a look at the Insignia NS-STR514 stereo receiver. It's a cheap, inexpensive stereo receiver, great for its money. Let's begin. I don't know what people call cheap, but when it comes to stereo receivers, I would say that $125, sometimes $99, is cheap. This is the Insignia NS-STR514. It's sold at Best Buy. I think it's Best Buy exclusive. You can find it on Amazon and eBay too, but you can buy it directly at Best Buy for $125. And it is a great buy for its money. It has a nice minimalist design in the front with a glass panel, power button, volume knob, aux input, and other buttons to change some stuff. The back of the unit has a bunch of inputs. It has an input and output for two different AV peripherals, a CD AV input, or you can use it for the turntable or whatever you have, an input for 4 stereo speakers, and an antenna input for AM and FM radio. It has a built-in Bluetooth, which is great for the buy because most even expensive ones, like $300 ones, like my dad, for example, he has one. I had to get a Bluetooth receiver for it specifically. It didn't just come with it, while this one did. It's nice because you can play music from your phone or any Bluetooth device. An aux input for playing music from a non-Bluetooth device, and a nice amount of inputs in the back that you can use towards a aux input. The remote has a bunch of functions itself, including a function to change the track and pausing the playback on Bluetooth. Has a dimmer control for when you may be watching a video or movie, or when you don't want to be disturbed with the brightness of the screen, so you can turn the brightness down all the way, or you can turn it to almost all the way off, so at least you can see if you're going to change the volume. But when you do change the volume, you have to dim it again. And each channel on this has a wattage of 100 watts, each at 8 ohms. You can change the bass and treble up and down using the remote by 10 decibels, depending on the sound that's playing. So if you have a movie where the bass is too high, or you want to enhance the bass a little bit, you can turn the bass up or the treble up. Let's say maybe the bass is a little too high and the treble would help even things out. And it has a power consumption of 230 watts, which isn't bad at all. And the only thing that can be fixed about this, though, which, don't hate me on this, I have to say this about every product, because when I do reviews, I do this because I'm doing these reviews for people who want to know about products. And I just gotta say, before I finish this review, is I have been using this product for 2, maybe 3 years now, and it's excellent for its price. I've been using it. I love it. I got it replaced once just because there was an issue with it, but that was my fault. Other than that, though, it's one of the best you can use. I recommend this to anybody who wants a stereo receiver that doesn't want to spend $500 on a great, crazy expensive one. You can get one of these for just cheap. But my real only issue that can be fixed with it is there is a hissing noise that you hear sometimes when you're on Bluetooth, or when you have the volume low. So I've seen some people say when the volume's high, but I have not seen that to be an issue where the volume was high. I haven't heard the hiss, but I'm pretty sure it can be heard. And that's just the only issue that is that there's just a little hiss that if you're not going to be listening for it, you won't really hear it unless you pause the Bluetooth playback. There is a hiss until the sound stops going through, and then the hiss when you have a low volume may not be heard too much, because if you're going to have a receiver, you may not put it that too low. But really, in conclusion, I think this is a steal for its money. And if you're looking to buy a cheap stereo receiver, this is definitely for you, and I give this my thumbs up, and as of now, a seal of approval for me, until I find something cheaper that's just as good. So if you did like this video, please rate, comment, subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and as always, enjoy the rest of your day.